Carbon. All the cool kids are riding it. At least it might seem that way. If you're a new triathlete, chances are you're riding a bike made of aluminum. That's the most common frame material for triathlon and road bikes. If you're thinking that it's time to upgrade, one of the decisions you're going to have to make is a frame material. Maybe you want to stick with aluminum. Maybe you want to look at a full carbon frame like this Quintana Roo CDO.1. We're going to look at carbon versus aluminum frames, and we're going to see that, you know what, maybe you do want to upgrade to that full carbon frame. I bought my first good bike about 5 years ago. It's a Cervelo 1, an aluminum frame bike. I've ridden it in almost 30 triathlons. I've trained a lot on that bike, put quite a few thousand miles on it. I've gotten to know it pretty well, and as far as how aluminum feels as a material, you know what? I think I've got a pretty good idea. It feels like a bike. It's harsh when the road is harsh. It's soft when the road is soft. It responds well, and it's a good frame. It's a well-built frame. It responds well when I need to turn, and I feel it handles really well. I'm going to compare that to this Quintana Roo CDO.1 full carbon frame. We're going to see how it handles differently, really what the differences are between the two frame materials. One thing that most people are going to ask about as a difference between the two bikes is weight. The carbon bike is lighter than the aluminum bike. When they're configured exactly the same, the carbon bike is about 3 pounds lighter. Now, on a long climb, over a 100-mile ride, is that 3 pounds going to matter? Yeah, it is. For most rides, is it going to matter for me? Well, if I have to worry about 3 pounds, I have some other areas that I can obviously concentrate on rather than the bike frame. The main difference is that carbon allows a designer to shape the frame in almost any way that they want. You'll notice it on the CDO.1, the top tube is almost flat. It's not round like on pretty much any other bike you've ever seen. The designers, probably in a wind tunnel, saw that this had a lower coefficient of drag. It went through the wind faster than just the round tube. You'll also notice that it has an aero down tube like many other bikes, like my Cervelo 1, but it also has an aero seat tube. This isn't just round. This is designed to be as aerodynamic as possible. I suppose that would be possible with aluminum, but it would be really, really hard and really expensive. Because carbon is just sheets laid on top of each other, held together with epoxy, you can do almost anything with it. Another interesting facet of the design of this bike is that you'll notice that on the right side with the chainring, the frame doesn't stick out particularly much. On the left side, see that bump? Wind tunnel testing apparently revealed that this bike